Hi Raj, this is Anindha here. So, do you want to just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Yeah. So my name's Raj. I'm currently in the Bay Area, working at a late stage startup. I currently my interests are in like AI, ML, but I also am interested in entrepreneurship and just exploring my options right now. But yeah, and now I got to know you through LinkedIn. I think I saw your post and I was quite interested in what you
Okay,
were building. So I was
nice.
yeah, so I reached out.
Which post was it, by the way? Because I post a lot and comment a lot on
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
I
I
think
live on there.
I think it was about the living in Vietnam, making
Okay,
Vietnam, I guess, the next Silicon Valley or something. I think that was what you
okay.
were trying to say.
Just putting it on the
I
map.
remember.
Yeah, I don't know about the
Yeah,
next Silicon Valley, but at least put on the map so
yeah,
people know where it is, right? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And I
yeah.
mean, I very
Okay,
much agree with that because I think I've met some amazing ML engineers, AI engineers who are, working on like the bleeding edge from Vietnam as well. So it was like pretty eye opening to know that they're really well far ahead, like or could even compete with people that I know in the Bay Area as well.
okay. Yeah. So, like, I think Saigon has a bit of a startup scene, but I think Phuoc is just beaches and resorts at the
Yeah,
moment. So that's mostly the industry. But yeah, this would be. I think I'm kind of like in the minority here doing a startup, but there's a few people that are working like remotely and things like that. So yeah, we can just got to start somewhere. Silicon Valley started with nothing basically.
yeah,
So
for sure.
start somewhere. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, tell me about your idea and like what did you just want a demo or is there an idea that you wanted to work through? Maybe you can have a quick chat before I share my screen and kind of give you the demo.
I think I was just curious about the demo. I do have some
Okay.
ideas, but
Okay.
like very high level stuff. Just thinking about maybe. I mean, a few of the ideas that I have is generally not related to maybe fully software ideas, but that's why I'm like
Okay.
trying to explore the space. I'm like trying to
Okay.
figure out,
Yeah.
maybe
Okay.
how does like engineering happen in this area? Maybe,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So I think like if you even if you have a problem that you want to solve and or we can even let me share my screen first, and then we can get started. So I'll just start with the website because I think you've seen this, right? Like you must have seen this
yeah.
to book a demo. But I thought I'd just give you a quick look at it. So yeah, did you? What I was trying to get some feedback on it as well. Did you play with the gear icon and things like that?
Yeah, I was playing around with some stuff, but yeah, I mean, I did not realize that the gear icon had actual extra information. Oh, okay,
Yeah, so you can
interesting.
actually like so you can actually like adjust the settings and it's all on
I
the
see.
GPL. So you can change the opacity, make it a little bit more colorful, make the mesh more dense. So yeah, if you make the mesh dense, it's actually got the physics model it starts grinding a little bit because like yeah,
Oh,
if
I
you
see.
pump it up, yeah, you can see the frames per second. So if you put
Yeah.
like a lot of shapes on the screen,
Hmm.
the shapes per second kind of go down. But yeah, it's got a little bit of play to it, so it's more like a game than a website. But yeah, I think I mentioned in a previous episode of the kind of the demos that the engagement went up from 20 seconds on the site on average to 4 minutes. Yeah, but you didn't find the gear icon, so maybe I should make it a little bit more obvious. I was trying to make it like an Easter egg, so people would
I
like look
see.
at the site and then see it.
Hmm.
But maybe I should make it glow a little bit more or something like that. Yeah, but the default is still very readable because I want everyone to be able to read it first when they come. So this is Junabase. So you can log in with Apple or Google. So I'll just log in with Google. So I'll use the my personal account just so you get the user experience. And so this is just a bunch of projects that I had, a few demos, a couple of client projects, some test projects as well. But yeah, normally what you do is just start with new project, and the AI's name is Juno, and asks you a question. Just start. So yeah, it will ask you. So it just says, "Hi Anindha, what would you like to build? Give me a short description, and we can chat about it." So yeah, is there something that's kind of a problem that you have? You can ask it questions as well. You can also say like, these are like 3 ideas. What do you think? You can ask it anything. It's like a product manager or an agency, or you can say I have a problem. Do you have any solutions? Or if you have a specific idea in mind, we can also talk about that and work through it.
I mean, maybe we could think about like, I don't know. I thought about this maybe like just you know, Polymarkets are like pretty interesting to me.
Okay.
But the issue is that, you know, I'm not always reading the news every day. So I was hoping that maybe there could be an app that could centralize maybe some web agents that go out there, read the news, give me a report so that, and, you know, just give me some recommendations on like bets I could, I mean, yeah, for lack of a better word, just bets I could place on the Poly market. And
Opinions, or we can say opinions. We don't want to
yeah,
encourage
yeah, maybe
gambling here.
opinions would be a better word, but yeah, maybe some
Okay.
you know, some opinions on
Okay.
what I could possibly, you know, explore,
Okay.
or just trends in the industry that might affect maybe a specific market, you know.
Okay. Yeah. So let me see. So I am let's make it open ended. I'm exploring a solution to help me uh make some, I guess, some transactions. I don't say bets, but transactions on the
Yeah.
Poly market. Yeah, Poly market sites. Let's see if it understands that. It should understand that sites like what was the popular one? Yeah, I forgot the name of it now.
Okay, yeah, like Kalshi and Poly market
Kalshi, right?
itself.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's the YC one, right? Like Kalshi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So it should give me. It should scrape news sites and give me recommendations on possible. Yeah, so it's like it's pretty new, Kalshi and stuff. So prediction market. So I said that's a really interesting idea. A prediction market intelligence tool that scrapes news and surfaces trading opportunities on on platforms like Polymarket and Kalshi. Let me dig into this a little bit more. Great. I've gotten the basics down. Let me ask a few questions to shape this out properly. Who is this for? Is this for a personal tool for you, or someone envisioning multiple users, maybe traders, analysts, or hobbyists who follow prediction markets? And would there be a different user roles, admins or regular users?
Mm.
It's probably more
Okay,
interesting to let other
yeah,
people use it, right? You can charge for it.
yeah, definitely, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is for everyone. Got it. A broad audience, but optimized for serious traders and analysts. That helps a lot. What news sources should the tool scrape? Are you thinking major news outlets, Reuters, AP, Bloomberg, social media, niche political or finance blogs, all of the above? Probably all of the above, right? And you could probably have all of the above, but configuration for additional plugins, right? Maybe something like that. I'm putting my own opinion on it, but I'm just working as your Um,
Oh, make
I guess your buddy here, but yeah, you just write whatever you like. Nice. So wide range of news sources out of the box with the ability for users to add custom sources via plugins. That's flexible. How should the recommendation work? For example, should the tool analyze news sentiment and match it against current prediction market odds to find mispriced contracts? Should it alert users in real time when it spots an opportunity, or is it more of a dashboard digest approach preferred? Should users be able to set filters? I guess all of those, right? Like
yeah,
the
I think
dashboard
this
is
is
good, and notifications if there's like a really good trade,
yeah.
an arbitrage or anything like that. Yeah, all of those. Yeah, so I don't know much about poly markets and Kalshi. I'm learning as I do these demos about different things. Yeah. Love it. You want to make the package sentiment analysis matched against market odds, real-time alerts, a dashboard view, and also user configurable filters for topics and risk tolerance. One more key question. Should users be able to execute trades directly through the app, integration with Polymarket's Kalshi APIs for placing orders, or is this a purely research and recommendation tool where users go to platforms separately? Maybe it's an add-on, right? Like you can trade
Yeah,
as an add-on. Yeah.
that would be good.
I
Yeah.
think I think the base plan, the research tool, and the trading tool is an add-on. Smart approach. A freemium tiered model where the base plan covers research and recommendation and direct trading integration is a premium add-on. Are there any competitor tools or reference products you've seen that do something similar, or that inspire you to look the look and feel you're going for? This might help me understand what the bar you're aiming. So it's just asking, is there anything that this is a long way. It's a very convoluted way of saying, are there any competitors that you want me to look at that do this as well?
Honestly, this is the first time I'm thinking of this. I don't think anyone
Okay.
provides
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. It's a generic question that it asks. Yeah. So if there's nothing, yes, unique. Okay. So now it generates a specification, just a high level specification. Yeah. So we won't go into this detail, but I'll just show you a little bit about it. Yeah. So this is just an MD file, which displays here. So it uses this for the future stages. It's just a high level specification file.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll just approve it. just out of just out of the time constraints that we have. So now it generates user flows, which is like a step-by-step kind of guide for the software. Yeah, when it's built, it needs like a very specific guide, right? Like, so it's doing that now. This is an interesting one because our LLM module is pretty good because we use it ourselves. So this would you probably use the LLM module as well. Yeah, so then it gives you the step-by-step. So this is like the dashboard, opportunity detail view. You could probably dig into this if you really want to craft the user experience. But we won't do that this time. We'll just approve it, but you get an idea of what it is. And then now you can select a theme. So you can do two things. You can kind of like flip through and then find something you like.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. Or if you have an idea, if you have a website already, you can pull from that.
Okay,
let's assume like let's look at the Kalshi website. So we can make it look like Kalshi made it. And so kind of good acquisition target. So that's the colors, the green and some charts and things like that. So let's have a look. Let's pull that. Just go back to the other
drop the website there and then it knows.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so then it is just analyzes the website.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see. It's so some sites get blocked because it's an automated process, so it knows that like it's a bot. So they get blocked. Yeah, so we can try something else. We can try maybe like Robinhood or something like that. Just to give it a maybe it's like Robinhood wants to build this. Let me just have a look if Robinhood. Yeah, so they have like some nice colors as well. I won't switch to it, but let's have a look what Robinhood comes out as. So let's try again. So yeah, this is a bit problematic. I'm trying to fix this, but it's like unavoidable. So the other option is if it's a known site, it just picks up the colors. I was doing a WhatsApp clone and I used the WhatsApp colors and it looked pretty close. Yeah. Okay. That looks like Robinhood actually. Looks pretty close. Yeah. And then see, you can also dial it in if you want. Like, so if you want it to, and then it picks like, it just uses, Google fonts. So pick the best equivalent Google font. But yeah, if you have, there's going to be a feature where you can upload your own font. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. And then you can see the graphs and things like that and log in and looks a bit different to Robinhood, but yeah, it's close, right? Like this, I think it's pretty close to that. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, like it's got that color there. And then, yeah, this kind of like green tinge to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if Robinhood did a Polymarket thing, it'd be good.
It'd look a lot like that, I guess.
Yeah, it'll look like that, yeah. And so we just do confirm theme. So this also generates a theme file. Yeah, so it's got all the colors and things like that. Now, it designs the screens. I think I have to change that to designing screen specs because that's a bit misleading. So it's not actually going to give you screens. It's going to give you a very detailed state of all the screens and all the components and things like that. Yeah. Do you have a finance background or anything like that? Like, what got
No,
you interested in this? Just the software background.
yeah, I mean, I just worked in software, and I mean, I did some like pre- predictive analytics before, but
Okay.
not related to finance. So I just
Okay.
read about the space just to,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
keep my money growing. But I'll see how like, yeah, I mean, it would be useful if I didn't have to, go through a bunch of web pages just to figure out sort of news that would be relevant to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of a challenging app for it, so it's taking a bit of time. Yeah, this step always takes a bit of time.
Yeah.
Normally, if you watch any of the videos, I cut the spinner. So yeah, so it feels like it's faster, but yeah, the videos make it feel faster. So you can see here, um, it's got all the components.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a component guide, and this will be your design system, and then these are all the screens. So yeah, so this gives you all the screens, and then it's got all the states. So it's got like empty, loading, each
Hmm.
for each component, and then where it's used, what components are used on each screen, things like that. Yeah. So I just approve that, and now I'll give you a quote. So I think your quote's going to be a little bit off because it doesn't have so many screens. It's a lot of back-end functionality. So a lot
Yeah.
of time we quote based on the number of states and screens and things like that because most of our clients have been just a standard CRUD out with a state machine that, kind
Yeah.
of has some business logic.
Hmm.
So yeah, we have to tune the quoting a little bit based on how complex the LLM is. But this is just
Yeah.
out of the box quote. So normally I need some functionality to adjust this. But if someone pays and then I adjust the quote and they say no, it's too much, then I'll
Yeah.
just refund them the money. Yeah. So that's just how it's been working. So I'll just go ahead and pay that. Just on the test, I like to see the test bank account go up, so I'll just pay it. The Palo to postcode's 94105 or something like that.
I think so. I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So that gets paid. Um, and yeah, I can give you a demo of the admin panel as well if you like. So now what would happen is you just get this notification that it's building. It would automatically build. But at this stage, because we're just in beta, I do it manually and check every step. Um, until probably in a couple of weeks' time, we'll automate that. But I'll show the admin panel. Let me just Yeah, so this is the list of projects.
I see.
Yeah, so this is a list of projects, and so I'll click into yours, and I get the same
Mhm.
view in the chat, so I can see what you've done. I can see the questions you asked. I can talk to you as well here.
Yeah.
I can ask for changes. I can download the documents, which you can't do. So I
Yeah.
can Yeah. So and then I'm going to make it so you can update the quote. That's probably something that's in the because like we're getting more and more projects that are kind of a little bit hard to quote, so I have to manually quote them. But yeah, so generally what you do is you pay 30% up front, you get a
Hmm.
staging link and the staging apps. So you get like a test flight and a APK for Android. And
Got it.
and then once you're happy with it and you made the changes you want to make, you pay the full amount and you get the production version. You pay and hosting's about 100, but for you, you'll have to provide your own LLM key and things like that. So we need to add that functionality
Yeah.
as well.
Okay.
But
Got it.
then, yeah, then the build view. So this is the build view.
Hmm.
So you can see we have build agents. So at the moment, there's one. Oh, it's busy at the moment. So I'll just cancel this. Oh, there's
Yep.
another. So I go into here. Oh, it's still saying busy. That's okay. I think it'll pick it up anyway, but I'll see it. So I go to here and then I'll go to the build view. I'll do new build.
Hmm.
And then hopefully the build agent picked it up. Let's have a look. Um, yeah, I picked it up. So then I can do assign build server. Um, and so that claims it. So now the build agent is here, and then we go back to project, and then I can do prepare workspace. So that just grabs all your specification documents. Um, And then so if we go into the build agent, we can SSH in. So this is like, you don't need this now because I could just
Oh,
SSH in. This is on
yeah.
running on my own box, but imagine you had
Yeah.
1,000 build agents and like 1,000
Mm-hmm.
projects running at once. If something happens, you can just go in. So you just go to build agent and then you go to projects. And then there's a lot of projects. So I just sort by time. So this is your one.
Okay.
And then you just go, oops. And then you do CD that's the build. So if you have multiple builds, and then you can see your specs are here. So that's kind of how it works. I'll
Got it.
just show you one last thing. So in the build, if I hit design system, this will actually start the design system build. So you can see that's the output of the LLM, and this is the
Yeah.
output from Juno, who's talking to me. I can make change requests here. So if there's something like it used the wrong source or there's another better API, I can make it ask it to do things between stages. I can ask it questions as well. So it
Yeah.
just makes it so we don't, at the moment, we might have a few kind of teething issues. So I can kind of address them during the build and we don't waste the whole build. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So this is, this is how it works. Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's quite comprehensive. I was not expecting to have this screen over here where you actually can see SSH in and see get access to the build itself. Which
This is
is,
not for the user. This is only for me. Yeah.
I see, I see.
I'm giving you, because you're an engineer as well. I'll give you a sneak peek
Yeah,
under the hood.
got it.
Just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting for you. Because you're
Yeah,
probably interested in how all this stuff works.
for sure, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's definitely much more comprehensive than I expected. But yeah, like sort of like, do you have like a maybe bring your own LLM kind of situation? Because I think most people would be expecting maybe like, or at least me personally, I would use like Claude or something like that, like 4.6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we can use any LLM, but yeah, we found that Opus 4.6 works the best. I think everyone's using
yeah,
that. So this kind of gives you a token cost here. You can probably figure out this is Claude if you looked at the log. It's not a big secret. Everyone's using Claude 4.6 right, Opus
hmm
4.6 right now.
yeah,
We do some special stuff. So we have some secret sauce that I haven't really talked about. But yeah,
makes sense.
so the output is very scalable, our system, compared to some of our competitors.
Yeah,
And we can do much more complicated projects as well. Like your project, I think you can't really do Unlovable, right? Like it's pretty difficult to do
yeah,
Unlovable. But yeah,
for sure.
so we can handle it for sure. So you can bring your own LLM for your task. So you can configure it so it uses different LLMs. So your output is whatever you want it to be. The
hmm
LLM that we use, you can't dictate that, right? Like you can't say I want to use this LLM. We'll use the best one anyway for your project. Yeah.
And about the pricing as well, like do the quotes include LLM usage, like the pay for
Yeah.
the
Yeah. So that uses
okay.
our LLM usage, not your LLM usage. So once you
Yeah.
put your product into production, you'll have to
hmm
provide your own quick key for the LLM.
Yeah.
And then you'll have to kind of supply your key and pay for that usage.
Got it. Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be a bargain if you're paying $100 a month for hosting and then
Yeah.
get free LLM usage, and it costs us $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
You
No,
have thousands
I
of
definitely agree.
users. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
Okay. So it's like, I mean, maybe I could just, I don't know, summarize this. Maybe it's more like it's like a lovable, like a complex lovable with Claude code. I mean, just not that I'm saying it is, right? Like complex
yeah,
lovable with versatile integrated, so you can like do everything in one platform, basically.
yeah. I think it's more like getting a high end agency to build it for you, right? Like not even a low level agency, because like we this is based on technology I built during when I worked in high frequency trading. And
Mm-hmm.
the latencies are in the nanosecond, microsecond levels. So
For
for
sure.
yours, especially if you want to put trades in, I don't think
hmm
anyone could do it. I don't think even an agency could do this. Yeah, so that's the difference between us and everyone else. Yeah.
Makes sense. It's really cool. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
thank
I
you for the
think
demo.
once, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but the quote I think is a bit inaccurate for you. We have to fix that a little bit.
for sure.
So yeah, so your cost might be up around 5 or 6K. Yeah, so like I think that's still a really good deal. Like if you had to go to an agency in the Bay Area and quote that up,
Hmm.
they'll probably quote you
Yeah,
50K, right? So yeah, it's a big
I mean
difference.
that makes sense. Yeah, to just host everything as well. And I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Huh. In are there any? Maybe I was curious. Like, is it just you making all of this happen, or do you have a team or something?
It's a very light team at the moment. So we have myself, I'm doing most of the work, and
Hmm.
we have a business partner who's helping us get projects at the moment. So big, like doing kind of partnership deals and projects. And we have a designer who's kind of helping us with the design component because that's the one thing I didn't know how to do.
Hmm.
So yeah, if I go back to this kind of step, yeah, so he spec'd all this out and told me how to work, and then I had to implement it. Yeah, so this is his baby on this thing. Yeah, so it's only me and two other people who are kind of like part-time contractors. But yeah, we're just we're early on at the moment, so we're still in beta. We're going to go make a general availability once we finish our kind of angel round. Just
Hmm.
because yeah, if we have a lot of people use the site, it gets quite expensive. And also, if we misquote like yours, like say for example, like we quote this and someone builds it automatically, and then it costs us, kind of like 2,000 in credits, and we have no margin. And then if the build fails, that's $4,000. So we have to eat that cost, right? It's going to be a learning, but we have to eat the cost. So that's why we need to raise a little bit just to manage that.
It makes sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, thank you for your time, man. Like, this has been pretty cool. Oh, do you think that when are you planning to maybe make this public? Because I'd also like to
Um,
maybe go through this process as well.
yeah. At the moment, probably we're prioritizing customers that are paying, and we're doing it like this. But it'll go public probably in the next week or two. And then maybe you can play around with it.
For
But
sure.
the build still won't be automated until I still have to step through the build. So you pay, and then it's going to take a day or two for me to step through if we have a lot of people building at the same time. But probably in a month, we'll have full automated builds and full self-service, and it will just work end to end. So you get like a URL for staging. Even right now, it works. You can get a URL for staging, which is,
Hmm.
let's call it like Raj Predict or something like that. So it's Raj Predict dot um, juno-staging.com, and then you can invite your friends to come and test it. And then when you go to production, you can put your own your URL in and things like that, your own DNS records.
Well, that's sick. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, thanks so much for your time. And yeah, if there's anything else that I can help you with, let me know. You got my LinkedIn. You can also book another appointment if you want to build this out, because it's a really interesting project, and I'd love to see how this
Yeah,
actually works and learn more about the prediction markets.
for sure. I mean, I think I'd really want to be able to play with it, like
Yeah.
in like my own, like me personally, like just on the website.
Okay.
So, I mean, when you guys launch, like, I'd love to be able to like just try it out and
Yeah.
like for myself and see how far I can get. And yeah,
Okay. Yeah, we just have to put some guardrails in, because like you could go there and
makes sense. Yeah,
spend $100 worth of credits just playing around with it and doing like a bunch of projects and things like that. And so we have to put some cap on how much people can spend. Like maybe it's $10. So if you like for
yeah,
this, I won't go switch to the tab, but I just have a look. So your spec cost was $1.70, which is not a lot. But if you do like 100 projects or do a very
makes
complicated
sense.
kind of spec process, it might end up being quite expensive for us if like we have thousands of users doing that and not,
Yeah,
yeah. So
I
so we
understand.
have to we have to put all the guardrails in before we can really open it up for everyone.
for sure. All right. Well, thank you so much
Okay.
for your time.
No worries. I'll stop recording.